One of the most powerful symbols in iconography is the image of brilliant sun rays, represented mainly in the natural color combination of white over blue. Because the symbol is ingrained in just about every culture throughout history, we would do well to consider it a universal core image. Welcome to the Design Semantic Stories. In these series, we will uncover core images reflected in all human expression, from cave paintings to contemporary advertising, using the pioneering semantic color space as a method with studies, analyses, and tutorials aimed at designers. Thank you for subscribing. In this video, we will examine the evolution in meaning and form of this widely used symbol and look at its contemporary manifestation in advertising and user interface design. The semantic color space method is used to highlight the meaning of this core image and its corresponding color combination. The earliest depictions of a shining sun can be found as carvings on cave walls in prehistoric era sites all over the world. The many images in which Neolithic worshippers stand under the symbol of a radiant sun with their arms raised in veneration bear out that they are about more than a passing ancestral reference to a celestial object. Although it is no longer possible to ascertain what this symbol really meant to our prehistoric ancestors, an idea of the meaning this core image seeks to convey can be gleaned from the later Sumerian and Egyptian wall paintings and hieroglyphs. In the two hymns to the Egyptian sun god Aton, Amenhotep IV, who reigned Egypt from 1351 to 1333 before date, praises the sun as the creator and preserver of all things living in and outside Egypt. Sigmund Freud, in his book Moses and Monotheism, explains,
There is no doubt that Amenhotep IV worshipped the sun as a symbol of a divine being, whose energy was manifested in his rays.
the white over blue color combination is associated with this concept. The painting, Birth of the Rising Sun, on the celestial ceiling in the Hathor Temple at Dendera in Egypt, built around 305 to 30 before date, is pictured in this fashion. The radiating sun is a symbol of something grand, referred to as a divine being. In social scientist Eva Heller's famous survey on the psychology of color, German respondents connect something big, boundlessness, and vastness, all with the colors blue and white. Professor Dr. Christensen, in his comparative study on religions in the Old World, points out that the upward movement of the rising sun at dawn functions as a symbolic image for the idea of resurrection from death into eternal life. According to Joseph Campbell, in his impressive work, The Masks of God, the symbol prominently transforms into a solar halo set behind the head of a deity from 1200 before date on. Originally an Iranian, Zoroastrian motif, it was soon copied in the Gandharan Buddha images and later adopted into Christian iconography. To this day, it remains a popular means worldwide when looking to attribute a divine origin or supernatural power to a character or object. In the Nigerian Yoruba religion, you see the god Olodumare, the creator or source of the whole universe, depicted with this core image radiating behind his head. The god Soma Surya is honored in Book 9 of the Rig Veda, a classic Hindu text written around 1500 to 1000 before date.
In aspect he is like the sun. He runneth forward to the lakes, 7 currents flowing through the sky. He, shining in his splendor, stands high over all things that exist. Soma, a god as Surya is. May those his brilliant rays be ever free from death, inviolate. For both classes of created things, rays wherewith powers of men and gods are purified.
The heaven, in this text, as well as in many other religions pertaining to this subject, is associated with a place where there is no death, only supreme happiness. I cite again from the Rig Veda,
That deathless, undecaying world, wherein the light of heaven is set, and everlasting luster shines. Make me immortal in that realm, where happiness, sports, where toys and felicities combine.
In Eva Heller's research, the keywords eternity and the ideal are associated with white and blue as highest scores. In all these cited images and texts, a cluster of meanings emerges that encompasses the core image. Words like rising sun, sky, something grand, and standing high indicate that the symbol should be placed at the top of an image and that there is an upward movement. The image contains shining rays, which, with such epithets as splendid and brilliant, describe the emotional effect. In a religious context, there is a reference to a divine being. Moreover, the rays appear to possess special powers. They are purifying and bring eternal happiness, as they would in heaven. A typical depiction of this concept is the stairway to heaven, like the rising sun, to rise from the drudgery of earthly life to eternally dwell in heavenly bliss. When this universal image appears in modern advertising, it takes on a contemporary and secular guise. But at its core, the meaning will be the same as it was for our ancestors. For example, to emphasize its highly purifying effect, the sun will shine on the packaging of a cleaning product, similarly to the rays of the Egyptian or Indian sun god. The Active Wheel 2-in-1 detergent advert in a Delhi newspaper is one of the many worldwide examples. In Heller's survey, German respondents connect the word cleanliness with white and blue, respectively, with 82% and 11% as highest scores. That using core images in advertising leads to success shows Airise's app for their dynamic liquid crystal glazing that won the Red Dot Award 2021 in the digital experience category. These liquid crystal windows offer the possibility to adjust the translucency to local weather conditions and personal preferences. The accompanying new app was set by Merck KGaA's design team in sky blue tones with a soft white glow shining down from above. The use of this core image making it easier to immerse oneself in the product world, writes the Red Dot Award jury. The white over blue color combination is so strongly associated with supreme heavenly happiness and purity that it suffices to use it without the added radiation. A great example is contact lens brand Bausch Lom's new brand campaign for their product Ultra One Day, destined for the Chinese market. The message reads, reminding dry-eyed contact lens users that contact lenses can go beyond comfort. This imagery, also featuring on the packaging, as well as on billboards and digital promotions such as YouTube videos, incorporates this color combination. It tells consumers that the use of this product results in the ultimate eye comfort, nothing less than a heavenly experience. According to the press release, the video has reached more than 1.4 million views, and the social posts have generated over 63,000 engagements. The reason why core images are so crucial in visual communication is that they tap into a universal visual language that we all instinctively understand, endowing them with great communicative power that needs no further verbal messaging. Although designers apply them unconsciously, these core images do not immediately stand out from the abundance of shapes and colors in contemporary visual communication. The semantic color space method, developed by semanticist Ferre Alpertz and design researcher Inez Michiels, allows the designer to identify and analyze these powerful images and start using them more consciously and deliberately. In the following part of the exposition, signs and graphs are shown that may come across as arcane to those who are not familiar with the theory and concepts of the semantic color space. For further reading, I recommend the article, An Innovating Design and Design Education Method. The white over blue meaning is oriented in the semantic color space in a vertical direction, from bottom white to top blue, and in the depth direction from front white to back blue. The three dimensions in the semantic space represent aspects of meaning. And the vertical dimension includes the aspect of power and control. In this core image, there is an upward movement of the light force of white, transcending the heavy, strong one of blue. The heavy materiality of blue becomes lightweight immaterial and rises up. The fine, soft features of white become grand and powerful when placed over blue. In the depth, which dimension is the aspect of direction of focus, there is a movement from the outside, white, to the inside, blue. Thus, there is an internalization of experience. This means that the happiness described is cerebral instead of physical. And finally, there is the width dimension, which has to do with activation. With both white and blue on the calming left side of the semantic space, this color combination will be greatly emotionally soothing. In summary, the core image of the brilliant radiance in white over blue can basically be experienced as weightlessness, levity, or rising. The happiness evoked here is cerebral, spiritual in nature, and elicits an awe for something that is of great magnitude. The aspect of absolute purity evokes sacred serenity. And thanks for listening. If you like this content, hit subscribe.